Okay, so first thing I did was check out the campus by running early in the morning. The Islamic Society was holding an iftar, so I joined that after Maghrib. It's where I met Bilal, Abdullah Zahid, Ibrahim, Rumman, Salim, Ali Broga, and there was a reminder by Uzair, the future president. I attended some freshers welcoming events, including performances, the bazaar, checked out the clubs and societies fair, started attending a weekly class by Sheikh Idris with some of the Malay brothers, Zuhairi, Abbas, and Ahmed mainly. And then I went to Malacca with Safian, Salim, Hassan, Adam, went to the famous Dutch Square, went on a boat, checked out some sweet street art and took loads of photos. Climbed some sand dunes, which was pretty cool, and then we browsed the famous Jonkers Walk. In the meantime, got acquainted to university life. Breakfasts at the masjid, watching football in the TV rooms, events in the SA circle, designed a t-shirt for ISOC, which Ibrahim very graciously modeled for everyone. Met my classmates,
What are you doing? Sleeping. Can you show us what you're doing?
began going to some of Sheikh Ibrahim's classes at UAA, and of course eating afterwards. Treated to some absolute gorgeous views of the campus, got used to sleeping at the masjid, visited the Massimo bread factory on a field trip with my cohort.
It's 8:19 a.m. We are on the way to a bread factory. And then I'll look back at this and I'll see you eating bread and I'll be like, you remember the time Fred ate bread next to me on the bus?
Sap it open.
What is wrong with you? This is just how I stand.
He's showing his family that he has friends.
No, it's not his friends. He paid us to be here. Yeah, he paid us to be here.
Then we climbed Broga.
We're climbing up the Broga now. This is Ali Brunei.
Come on.
It's very steep.
No, show them the
Look at the view. Peak. It took us 25 minutes.
Oh, that's the first peak. Okay.
And everyone's like exhausted.
Of course, first peak.
What about me? Easy from here.
What's the video?
This is why I don't have you in the videos, Rashid.
Yeah, at last.
Everyone's here. We kind of just been standing around for the last 10 minutes.
Who was exam?
Who did have an exam?
No, there are a few brothers. No one showed up. They changed their mind for sure. This place deserves a picture in the crowd, man.
How does it feel to be in a cloud, bro? Very bouncy, like you said. Smells different, eh?
Yeah.
Hassan, how do you find it?
It's Gucci.
It's good?
We attended a talk at IIUM by Sheikh Asim Al Hakim.
When you ride with Mr. P, this is what you get.
Then we had a few more talks on campus, designed some posters, hosted Sheikh Hussein Yi, and then everyone talked about how good the burgers were at KGB, so we had this huge trip to Mid Valley to try them. Verdict is, they were okay. Wrestling at the mosque, skateboarding at the mosque. We had this big trip planned as well to Chilling Waterfall and then Gunting, but we found out when we got there that Chilling was closed, so it really just became a Gunting trip.
I don't want to come in your video, bro.
This guy is vlogging, by the way. He has a
Really?
YouTube channel. He has a YouTube channel. What, bro? What?
It's so cold.
Yeah, bro. It's. You only imagine how it's gonna be outside.
And then we went kayaking. But I don't have any more pictures, so you'll just have to trust me. ISOC has this yearly tradition where we raise money for a week called Charity Week. And this year we managed to raise some 7,000 ringgits for Rohingyan refugees. A lot of this we got by hosting a FIFA tournament in the SA circle, selling donuts and coffees and sweets. By this point, it was December and Yaqub was visiting. So we organized a whole trip around KL and I made a separate video on that. Anyway, back to this video. More breakfast with the brothers at the mosque.
Today we're making French toast featuring Mudir.
That's some here, bro. I hate this.
So first, you make the mix, and then after you make the mix, you deep fry the toast in oil.
We tried this Russian restaurant in Kuala Lumpur, which was actually pretty good, and it had a lot of things that I'd never heard before.
We're in KL. In Pavilion. The goal today is to eat at an Uzbekistani restaurant with our local guide Ahmed Kamal. He's rated as 1 out of 4 on TripAdvisor, so I don't know how trustworthy he is. Roman is here. Faraz already is eating an ice cream, even though we haven't had any food whatsoever.
You rate me 1, and I'll get you guys lost, okay? I'll put you guys in choke-ins.
See? See what I mean? What is Uzbekistani food? What kind of food is it?
Rice and meat.
So it's like Arab food.
No, it's from Uzbekistan.
After what seemed like a half an hour walk, we managed to find the Central Asian restaurant.
So sad.
We're the only customers. Are you excited?
That's when you know it's good, bro. The hidden food.
And then since it was the semester break, I actually went back to Qatar to be with the family. The Asian Cup was going on, which Qatar won that year. That was pretty cool. And we had unhealthy amounts of sushi. If you know, you know. Back to Malaysia. Another trip that ISOC organized was one to Kancheng waterfalls. Lots of the guys had never been to places like these before, so it was cool showing them around. We had a great barbecue and then a small pull-up competition. I did not perform very well. Sadiq did though. We went to the wedding of one of our seniors. We got dressed up and ate good food, and ended up sitting around one of the ustads and speaking a lot about the situation in Libya. And then, it was ISOC's biggest event of the year, Discover Islam Week, or DIW. And as the media officer, I designed just loads and loads of things. Like, look at these invitation cards and these banners. Pretty cool, right? The first talk was by Sheikh Qutb. It ran so long that eventually we moved from the booked room to the mosque. We flew in Muhammad Hijab from the UK and he gave a whole da'wah workshop. The man is absolutely gigantic. Oh, and then afterwards he came to the masjid and wrestled Ezzeddin. That was pretty fun to watch. There were reminders at the mosque and then a whole exhibition outside the cafeteria. Yaqub happened to be in Malaysia still, so we invited him to campus to attend a few of the talks. And then finally we had the annual island trip. This year it was to Perhentian. I made a whole video on that again so you can watch it there. Another trip, this time for the geology module I was taking. We visited a geological center to check out some rocks. We went to a cave with some quite exquisite rock formations. Like, look at these. They're amazing. And then one of the staple events of the year, the ISOC annual dinner, where the graduating seniors make their final speeches. Good food, good company, and quite an emotional event, all in all. Oh yeah, and Bilal, you're the mafia, remember?
Yeah, Bilal, I'd like you to close your eyes for a second. Just keep your eyes closed. Why? I have something to give you. Alright, so you guys might not get this if you didn't come to Perhentian.
Oh!
But we have... No, wait. Okay. Is there Alright, you can...
Look at it.
Our course had another trip, this time to Beryl's chocolate factory. It was pretty chill because by this point most of the class already knew each other. More classes at IIUM and more food at IIUM.
So much about not following his example. Now I don't want to follow your example.
We had the second activity week for chemical engineering, which was intense. Lab experiments, activities, presentations, but a good experience overall.
Everyone's rehearsing for their part. Ao is walking around that way. Alvin is walking around here. Haley is walking around there. And I'm just walking around the laptop.
A car burned down as well. Sorry, Sam.
It's a car on fire. Everyone's just kind of standing around watching.
By this
Guys,
point, it
what's
was around
going on?
Ramadan. There was a minor issue with the air conditioners, so we had to solve that.
For his brothers, focusing on one of your cooler. That's it.
Can
They have
we?
the president doing it alone. No, they have to have 4 brothers just to focus on running a cooler. Why? Because it's a sister site.
Salim looks like he's kind of like doing a kung fu dance. Look at the poise. Look at the balance. Look at the grace.
And then, of course, a lot of iftars at the masjid, something I will truly always remember. By now, it was the end of the academic year, so I said my goodbyes to a
Say that
lot
again?
of the brothers.
I'll never do this again.
What are you doing?
Carrying a lot of stuff.
And these are the last moments with Umar, Nafi, Yasser. How are you feeling? You excited?
About?
Going back to Qatar?
Yeah, I am.
And that pretty much is it. Went by as fast as this video did, probably. I look back on it and I cherish it, especially because I made some truly good friends.
I'm breaking a lot for my fellow committee member.
That was very nicely put.
Okay, here you go. Use your newfound bike now.
Yalla, Omar. Wait, put the stand up. Be free. Nice. That sounds healthy. What's wrong?
The thing is rusted, the chain, so I had to grease it first.
The lake. It disappeared. And it's back.
Turn back.
Oh my god, look at that. That's so cool.
Marriage, bro.